Do you ride in a lot of inclement weather such as snow, wind, and rain, or just the cold? If so, you'll really want to consider these Kemimoto clear lower doors as well as the new style upper doors or windows. These things are fantastic and they enclose your cab and make it very comfortable. Thanks for checking out this video about these Kemimoto items, and thank you to Kemimoto for supplying them to me. If you indeed decide that you want to get these, please check out the code down below for a discount that Kemimoto is providing. In this video, I'm going to talk a little bit and show off the fit and finish of these two items, and we're just going to go for a ride and test them out here on the trail. And if you're interested in seeing them in action a little bit more, please be sure to subscribe to my channel, and I'll be using these things throughout the winter, so you'll see them in the snow. And really anytime that it's cold, I like to keep them on because it just keeps the cab inside that much more comfortable. The zipper works great. The new Kemimoto upper doors have a protective layer over the zippers now, so it prevents the mud and sand from getting to them, which is very cool because that was the cause of sometimes some difficulty when it got stuck into the zipper. When dirt and sand got stuck in the zipper, it was hard to get it undone sometimes. Fit and finish on these doors is really good. Lines up very well. The lower doors fit and finish is really good as well. You can see here, lines up with the doors very nicely. Show a little bit up close. I'm going to show the other side as well. There's bolts and hardware where you can adjust how it lines up on the door, so you can adjust how well it presses against the inner fender right here. They send this really good stainless steel hardware so that you can mount it into several spots. And as you can see, there's an adjustment space under each one of these, so you can slide it back and forth. Hopefully you can see that, so that you can adjust how it sits on your door. I set mine so that it has a bit of a positive push on there, so it touches before the door closes, so that way when it does close, it creates a nice positive seal, so that way the door doesn't vibrate at all. I really like that. These things look great. They were fairly quick and easy to install, and the enclosed cabin makes it so much more comfortable. I'm going to show you from the inside looking out as well, because I've noticed it's very neat with clear lower doors. It makes it feel a lot more open as compared to having solid lower doors. So it is worth it, besides just having the view of when you're up close next to something, being able to look out through the bottom. Do some fit and finish views of this side of the door. You can see you can make it go nice and snug. There is a little bit of a gap underneath, probably about 3/4 of an inch. And that's just the way it is with my door. There's no up and down adjustment like there is front to back. I try to get a couple more fit and finish views. You can see here, it does lock down on a strap inside here. So there's a little bit of air that comes through underneath, but it actually just keeps the air flowing just enough where it's not like you're gonna get cold, but it also makes sure it doesn't get too hot in there as well. I want to also point out that they've added this little pocket here for a spot so that you can install mirrors if you have those kind of mirrors that lock onto your post. But I have a different type that actually bolts right through, and so I had to actually puncture holes through it at these points, which was fairly easy to do. but just something to point out on these. As you can see, it works out quite nicely. And if anything, with my style mirrors, it helps hold everything right into place closer up against it. But they have plenty of straps. I got one lower right here, and they got another one here, and then you've got multiple ones underneath the roof line, and then the other one that wraps around the back. And basically this and this, they wrap around and Velcro behind here, just like so. Just want to show it from the outside. If you're a passenger, just simply got to grab here, unzip, hit the door handle, and you're in. And then when you're in the inside, the zipper has a pull from the inside and the outside, so it's nice and easy, even as the passenger or driver from the inside, to zip it right down and snug it up. Let's go for a ride. So I'm sitting out in the field right now. I just want to take notice of a couple of other things in regards to the upper door set from Kemimoto. The view is crystal clear. As long as you don't allow these things to crease and you roll them up, then that's how they'll remain. There are instructions that come with, and I'll put those up on the screen real quick, that talk about cleaning them properly. But in a nutshell, in order to try to minimize and or reduce any scratches that you see or end up putting on these, make sure you don't just wipe them off when the sand is dry or the mud is dry. You got to make sure you wet it down first. But that's similar to pretty much any plastics, including the plastics on your machine itself. And here's a note of showing how the view is from passenger seat, just looking over through the mirror. And it would be similar on the lower mirror that would go through that opening that they specifically put in. The one bummer I should mention is the passenger side mirror. If you've got the upper mounts, like I do here, and that particular mirror on the side, it is not the best view. So I literally have to get low in order to look up and see what's going on with the mirror. So one slight negative in regards to seeing out the passenger side mirror if you have the same style mirrors as me. If you've got them set up to go in this mid spot where they have designed them to go, then you're going to be able to see right through that window perfectly, piece of cake. So let's also point out the lower doors being clear like this. The view that they provide is fantastic. Very cool. So I'm not moving right now, but I'll catch some more moving shots as well, looking over through. I mean, it really, believe it or not, adds to the feel inside. Just simply being able to see down through there. Just feels a lot more open. Something else I want to mention are these inner Velcro straps that they include. So when it starts getting warmer out, you can unzip everything and roll the top up and then just put these over it so that it stays in place. Actually works very nicely and gets some extra airflow when you need it. Just like so. Right now it's about 40 degrees outside. I had to take my jacket off because I'm so nice and roasty toasty inside this cab. Got a little dust in the cab when I came to a stop, so it rolls in a little, but it's not too bad. Definitely keeping the majority of it out. So I love that. Adding the lower doors and the upper doors together, I was roasty toasty the whole time. Actually ended up taking off my jacket just because it's so nice and warm here, which is normal for a Can-Am Maverick X3, just not necessarily normal when you're out riding. Now it's nice and sunny, but it's still about 40 degrees outside, and I feel like it's probably maintaining inside the cabin like 70 degrees or so. So this is fantastic. As you can see, I even ended up having to zip up my upper door, so that I could maintain a good comfort level. So I'm looking forward to this in wintertime. If you like this content, please be sure to subscribe. You'll see a lot more using these upper and lower doors from Kemimoto in the videos in the future. So thanks again, Kemimoto, for supplying these. I really appreciate it. I love them. Definitely going to keep them on for quite a long time going forward. Have a great day. I hope you subscribe and hope to see you again.